Good morning to all of you, TYBSc Physics student. Today again welcome to lecture series on TYBSc Physics in solid state physics, and we want to continue here our chapter that free electron and band theory of metals. So the summary of the last lecture, we have to see here the effective mass of the electron, and in this lecture we want to see here our next point, which is energy bands and in a solid. So we have to see here the basic idea about the atom, that atom which is consist of two main part, so that which is consist of that nuclear part and extra nuclear part. So that nuclear part which is consist of the positive charge nucleon. So that is positive charge nucleus, that positive charge nucleus which is located at the center of the atom. So that is here the positive charge nucleus, and that nucleus which contains the nucleons which is considered as the proton and neutron, that proton and neutron. So that proton having a charge plus, and this neutron has a charge which is considered as a neutral. And second part of this atom which is considered basically as the extra nuclear part, or which is also say that the non-nuclear part. So that non-nuclear part which is considered as the electron, so that is electron which has the charge considering as the negative, so charge which is considered as the negative. And this electron which is moving around this nucleus in the different types of the orbit. So this is the basic idea which is considered as the atom. And we have to know that on the idea of the electronic configuration of this atom, so we have to see that the outermost shell of the orbit, which is considered as the valence shell, and this valence shell which is considered as that outermost electron which is present in this valence shell, that electrons which is nothing but the valence electron, this electrons which is nothing but the valence electron. And that we have to see that here that band which is considering for this electron which is considering as the valence band. And we have to considering this electron which is present in the valence orbit or valence shell, that electrons which cause to the current which is flow in the electricity. So that is the with the best application of the electrostatics. And we have to see that above this valence band, that is the outermost electron shell, whatever electron which is present in this, and above this we have to see idea here the conduction band. So that is considered as in this electron valence band electron we have to considering, so that two types of band is there in the energy band, which is considering as the valence band, and second one which is considering as the conduction band, conduction band. So most of the valence electron which is present in the valence band, and in conduction band which is consider that idea which is that electrons which are possible. So valence band which is consider that electron which are possible to carry the electricity. And if we consider the conduction band which is the empty of electrons, conduction band which is considered as the empty of electrons, because it correspond to unoccupied higher energy levels of electrons in the atom. Conduction band which is considered as that electrons which is empty of electrons, because it is correspond to unoccupied higher levels of the electron of the atom, and this band which is considered as the conduction band. And the energy region or gap between the conduction band and valence band is called the forbidden gap. So we have to see here the figure. So that is the energy levels for solid in at the that ideal condition, which is considered as the 0 degree Kelvin temperature, because we have to know that some of the metals or material which is considered as the room temperature that have give the sufficient amount of energy to this electron which is jump from valence band to the conduction band or valence shell to the conduction. So that's why we have to see here the this diagram which is ideal condition as the 0 degree Kelvin. So first of all we have to see that here the figure or schematic of this bands which is considered as the energy levels for in a solid. So that we have to see here the figure. So in that figure we have consist the first band and second band, and in the vertical axis which is considered here the energy which is in the electron volt, energy in electron volt, and we have to consider here different types of band. So this band, first band which is considered as the very bottom level, and that band which is considered as, this is the schematic structure of the energy band in the solid. So if we see in the interesting idea, if we learn the interesting idea this, you want to see in the semiconductor devices or the study of the semiconductor material, so that we have to get should very get clear that idea of this band. So this is the, we have to consider here the first band, second which is considered as, we have to know that this band is considered as the second band, and next one which is considered as, this band is the valence band of the electron for considering the atom. So this is considered as the valence band, and topmost band which is considering, this is known as the, conduction band. This is known as the conduction band. So generally if we consider that two band which is considered as this valence band and this conduction band, so that possibility, so that number of valence electron which is stable in this valence band, and if we see that conduction band, so that if and if when that valence band electron energy which is high or which is considered as the room temperature which is increased for 0 degree to certain amount whatever level, so that electrons having carried the possible of energy which has jumped from valence band to the conduction band, and this conduction band have the characteristics which is considered as the unoccupied electron valence level. So that have possibility that electrons which is allow in the conduction band when that energy which is greater than the forbidden gap, and that forbidden gap which is considered as the energy gap between these two band, and in the forbidden gap, that is there is no electron present in this forbidden gap. So this is the figure which is considered as the energy levels for solid. Energy levels for solid. Energy levels for solid at 0 degree Kelvin temperature. At 0 degree Kelvin temperature. So we want to start next point here, that is the distinction between, metals, insulator and semiconductor. Metals in semiconductor or insulator. So this is very important point which is based on the density or number of electrons which is present in these metals, insulator or semiconductor, or what is the band gap energy. That depends on this idea. This concept is related to this. So that point which is considered as the distinction between metal, insulators and semiconductors. Metals, insulators and semiconductor. Semiconductors. So that distinction between this metal, semiconductor and insulator, which is considered in the one dimensional solid which have the lattice constant which is considered as A. So that point which has the consider 1D, that is one dimensional lattice constant, and that lattice constant we have to know that idea. So that which is considered as a small a, and that consider the particular energy band with filled with electrons up to the certain value, that we have to know that the value of the Brillouin zone, that first Brillouin zone, that boundary condition which is considered as that k is equal to minus pi by a and k is equal to plus pi by a. So that the Brillouin zone boundary, so that number of electrons or filled energy levels between these two boundary levels, so that is considered here. So that the energy band filled with electrons, the energy band filled with electrons, energy band filled with electrons with up to the certain value, up to the certain value of k1, and that certain value of k1 which is considered as k1 is less than pi by a, that k1 value which is considered as this k1 which is the value which is less than pi by a, and at which is considered that the temperature, that T is equal to 0 degree Kelvin temperature. So we want to see that analyze idea of the energy band which is considered in the first Brillouin zone. So that Brillouin zone boundary which is considered as that k is equal to plus pi by a and minus pi by a. So that is consider this axis which is considered as the energy axis, that vertical axis which is represented as the energy axis, and horizontal axis which is represented as the k space. So we have to consider that Brillouin zone boundary which is considered as that k is equal to plus pi by a, and which is considered as the k is equal to minus pi by a, and we have to consider again that energy level which is filled into the region of that k1 is less than pi by a. So that consider the boundary which is considered that k1 and this k1, so that all filled energy levels which is considered in between this k1 and k plus k1 and minus k1. So that is considered as plus k1 and minus k1 and boundary of this. Okay. So first of all we have to consider that draw this energy levels, that diagram which is considered the point of inflection which is depends upon the energy value, that energy value which is considered the value at k is equal to 0 for the k space, that energy which is 0 and which is maximum at the board point, which is that k is equal to plus pi by a and k is equal to minus pi by a. So drawing this schematic diagram, which is considered as like this. Okay, so this function, that graphical representation shows that the energy value 0 for k is equal to 0 and which is maximum for k is equal to minus pi by a, k is equal to plus pi by a, and that value which has the represent plus k1, and what should be the value minus k1, and what is the fluid energy gap between, which is want to see here. So that filled band up to the state k1, which is shown here, and why this filled band, which is half of this that value which is taken here. So we want to consider the small mathematical expression why this band which is filled up to the half of this. So this band which is considered as the filled band up to the state k1. Filled band up to the state k1. So, and this figure which is considered as energy band. Energy band in the first billion zone. The first billion zone. So that is considered as the first Bilwa zone. So in the last lecture we have to see here one of the relation of the effective mass of electron, which is considered as that Fk is equal to m upon m star, and that is nothing but the m upon h cross square d square e by dk square. So that relation which is considered as here, so that Fk is equal to m upon m star, and that is given by m upon h cross square d square e divided by dk square, and that is considered as the equation number star. And if we see that, that is mean that effective mass of this electron, this concept which is related to that applied external field which is applied on which electrons which is in the motion, and what is the effect of this electric field which is applied on this electron. And due to this calculation we want to see in last lecture, so that Fk, that m star which has given the reduced mass, that mass which is considered as Fk is equal to m upon m star, that m upon h cross square d square e by the dk square. So this is the effective mass of electron, and that which represent which extent up to, that we have to see that two main condition. If that Fk which is equal to 1, that Fk is equal to 1, so that value which is considered as all electrons, which is considered as the free electron, all electrons which is present in the valence shell, considered as the all electrons are valence electron. Okay, and for this Fk which is less than 1, so this electron considered as the heavily particle, that electrons consider as heavily particle or heavy particle. So for understanding of those two concepts, so we have to see, we want to calculate the effective number of electrons, or to determine the effective number of electrons in given energy band. So we have to see here the small mathematical expression So we want to calculate the effective number or to determine the effective number of free electrons in energy band. So effective number of free electrons in energy band and that effective number which is considered as n effective is equal to summation over fk, so that the sum overall possible fk which is corresponding to the various occupied state in the band. And we have to see that the 1D dimensional, the number of state in the range of dk, so that consider as the lattice constant. So for consider as for in one dimensional consider as the number of state in terms of dk, so that is the range of the dk, in the range of dk, and that range of dk, so that number of state which is considered as the dn is equal to L upon twice pi into dk. So this idea which is get has here, that relation which depends upon the density of state in the one dimensional, so that have that relation that calculated directly by this, that L upon 2 pi into dk, and this L which is given as the length of the one dimensional lattice, that L which is given as length of lattice, that length of the lattice. So we want to calculate the state which is occupied the maximum number of 2 electrons, or according to Pauli exclusion principle we have to know that ideal condition that no 2 electrons which is considered in the equilibrium condition for the stable ideal condition, so that no 2 electrons have in the one similar state. So that is known as, if we consider that 2 electrons is there present, so one electron which is considered as the spin up state and one electrons which is considered as the spin down state. Okay, if we see that both electrons are the parallel state or both electrons are the downward state, so that is does not obey the Pauli exclusion principle. So that is according to Pauli exclusion principle, that no 2 electrons which are hold in the same state for the same manner, so that the effective number of electron present in the band between the minus k1 and plus k1 which is considered as, and for this we want to calculate the effective number of the electron, so that we have to get the state which is occupied by the maximum number which is 2, so that n effective is equal to n effective which is equal to, so that is according to Pauli exclusion principle, that no 2 electrons which is present in the same state, so that is number of electrons which is considered as the 2 into this factor which is considered as the L upon twice pi, so that is considered as the L upon twice pi into integration which is considered as minus k1 to plus k1, so that is the boundary limit, so that minus k1 to plus k1 into that integration which is depends upon this fk into dk, that fk into dk. So that integration which represent the figure that already we have to see here, that electrons which is considered the energy band, so that energy band which is considered that figure, suppose this is the limit of the minus pi by a and minus pi by a, and this is plus pi by a, and that band in the region between the minus k1 to plus k1 value. So filled, so that is the minus k1, this value which is considered as the plus k1, and between this boundary region that your energy band is the filled. So due to this figure, so that integration limit we have to taken here minus k1 and plus k1. So let us, we want to do calculate this integration, so we have to get idea here. So and we have to know that already the fk value, that fk value which is nothing but the m upon m star, that is h cross square divided by m upon h cross square into d square e by dk square. So that is the n effective value. So that this calculation that will be calculated in the next lecture. So thanking of you.